ladies and gentlemen. If you have not watched the previous episode, I recommend you go do that, because we are in the reign of King Aegon the Undying, the Immortal, the Promised Prince, Azor Ahai, if you will. And if you have not watched the previous episode, then you're going to be a tad bit confused. But to sum it up, Aegon Targaryen returned to Westeros, under the guise of young Griff, the son of the late Prince Rhaegar and Princess Ilia Martell. Landing in the Stormlands, he discovered the secret to eternal life. And you may ask yourself, Sol, how the hell did he do that? And I'll tell you, dear viewer. I will tell you. I got no clue. Much like myself, dear viewer, Aegon was simply born this amazing. Really, go watch the previous episode if you're confused or you haven't watched it already. I do recommend it. Assuming that you've done that, or that you just don't care, we will go forward to fight the ice zombies, because they have kind of killed everybody in the north. Remember, dear viewer, to like and subscribe and all that other nonsense that the YouTubers tell you as if you don't know where the buttons are. You're a smart boy, or /girl, / whatever gender. I'm sure you can figure it out. Yeah, okay. On with the video. On with the video. I think they did a white peace with the White Walkers. They made an agreement with the White Walkers, lads. Now, they've done another war for Vale. Alright, let's get back into my territory quick, so that I can... Hey, Rickon Stark has been found. He's not going to be alive very long, because he's going to get killed by everyone. But, you know... Come on, could you move faster, so I can disband these troops? There we go. Okay, they can do what we can, because this is ridiculous. What the Dawn doing? Oh, they're doing a thing against the Ironborn. Everyone's against the Ironborn. Everything's just terrible. It's just terrible. There's so much going on. Most of the Lord Paramounts and everyone love me, because I think most of them realize that we kind of have bigger problems right now than petty squabbling, considering we just fought a giant war in the Vale against the undead that are still doing it, and we've kind of pulled back. We've pulled back from the war to regroup and call on the rest of everybody else at this stage. Because they're still fighting in the Vale. I'm going to have everyone join up at Harrenhal. All of this started at Harrenhal, ladies and gentlemen. And now it will end at Harrenhal. Everything begins and ends in Westeros with a giant tournament. So, all of Targaryen's woes... Well, not all of them, but, with all the shit that started at the tourney of Harrenhal and everything, and then... We will now deal with this crap from everybody else, pretty much. IT people will join us. Like, Aegon, having fought the White Walkers in the Vale to a standstill, to the point we had to retreat and regroup. Yeah, Aegon is sending aid to literally everybody. He's just sending ravens and messages and everybody to even the depths of Essos, just saying the end times have come. We must unify and fight them together, or we will all surely perish. Is Dawn not helping me? Dawn's being a little bitch. Typical. Fucking typical of Dawn. Aegon will go with Rolly. And the Tarbeck guy, I guess. Is John... What happened to John? Is he dead? No, he's still alive. Let's try to go north. The Starks are still... Sansa Stark is still, like, hanging around, so she's not dead yet. Interestingly. I kind of hesitate to spend too much time in the mountains of the Vale beating the crap out of these guys, because it's shitloads of attrition. It's so much attrition that we spend for this. You get so much fucking attrition for fucking being like this. It's ridiculous. I had like fucking 13,000 men. I now only have 14,000. I lost like 20,000 men just to attrition there, by the way. That's just fucking stupid. Daenerys is pregnant. Excellent stuff. Excellent stuff. Hopefully it's actually Aegon's. I am going to split this army in half because attrition is a bitch. Alright, well, the War for the Vale has come to an end, at least. I think the voices are dead. Of Seagard. Who has inherited the Vale for some fucking strange-ass reason. Fuck you, White Walkers! Come on, fight me! Yeah, you dicks. Still some twats in the Vale over there. Being, you know, twats. The Vale has won their little war. I have a daughter, Nira. Apparently. I want to name him Rhaenys, after my sister. I'm gonna get Aegon to fucking... Actually, we need the ships. We need the ships. I know what Aegon needs to do. Aegon needs to lead a heroic charge up into the depths of the lands of Always Winter with his dragon. It's the only way, lads. Come on, Aegon, you can do this, dude. You are the hero that Westeros needs. What the shit? Stop with the pop-ups. I thought there was White Walkers down in fucking White Table for a second there. Ah! There is shitloads of White Walkers there, though. They're about to turn around and fuck us in the ass. Get back to Harrenhal, you idiots. We've taken their capital. The White Walkers' capital is taken. Let's get back to the ships now, because, like, that's not really doing much. Dany's been up here. Dany has actually been beyond the wall doing all this, by the way. Let's put Aegon in charge of this army real quick, because it's about to get attacked. I don't know if they can hold that, honestly, against all the White Walkers, but... yeah, probably not. There's like 20,000 of them against that much. You got this, Aegon, I believe! Thank fuck the White Walkers are largely push... I say pushovers, but they have taken, like, the entire north. Thank fuck Dawn's actually coming to help me. That only took, like, forever. Call the Rayon for aid again, and call the fucking Essos to aid again. We must fight for our right to party. I mean, fucking, yeah. The others are doing another invasion of the Vale. What the hell? They are persistent. I like how Winterfell's still standing, by the way, even if it is technically controlled by the Boltons. Sansa Stark is still alive. She has a daughter, so that's nice. Fucking everybody has arrived, by the way. Like, there's fucking everybody and their dog has arrived to help fight the back of the White Walkers. This is probably the furthest I've ever seen the White Walkers go without me meaning to literally letting them do it on purpose. I mean, I guess I could have done it sooner. I kind of wanted to see what they do. Ooh, there's an army of them over here. Let's go kill them. Oh, Bravos is kicking their ass already. Okay. Oh, shit. Dany died of depression. Fuck me. Queen Rhaenys of Meereen. Shit. Aegon's gonna need a new queen. That's not good. This is not really the time for a giant fucking funeral. We're currently still fighting the undead. That sucks, though. Like, I kind of hoped Dany would stick around. Fuck. Well, I'm gonna have to deal with that now, aren't I? There's White Walkers down south. For some reason. What the fuck? What the fuck? Yeah, there's White Walkers at the fucking Red Keep. They've, like, snuck around and tried to do stuff. But yeah, we will literally send ships over to Meereen and stuff to gather up all of that. I can usurp the Kingdom of Meereen, by the way. Now Aegon's been depressed because he's now alone to fight the war by himself. Funeral, so it was done. Yeah, we'll hold a private, small funeral for Dany. But Aegon has to quickly get over it. What happened to the Queen of Dawn? I don't really think there's anyone for him to marry, to be honest. A lot of people are fucking dead. There is actually a Baratheon girl. I mean, the Baratheons aren't currently actually in charge of anything, but they're still, like, a decently important family and everything. But they're not exactly lookers. I don't know, it's kind of... I mean, technically speaking, Aegon is immortal. He could just wait and wait for his daughter to become of age, but it's just a little too creepy for me. I think Targaryens... I don't know if there's ever been a Targaryen that has married their own daughters. I think there's a line in the sand somewhere that even the Targaryens don't cross. I could wait for one of the Valerians to come of age. The fact that Aegon is like a mortal is something I think we can exploit. But for now, at least, I don't think he'll marry until the war's over. So, yeah. And the rest of my fleets are showing up in Essos. Answer to the Faith. I'm not getting involved in that crap. Except that crap. Yep, there you go. All my fleets will arrive and hopefully pick up a shitload of troops. Oh, that's an extra 20,000 men that we can grab from there. I think Jorah Mormont is still alive. Here he is. The Demon of Old Volantis. Okay. I actually think we've ended the war. Yeah, 100%. The War for the Dawn is over. The White Walkers are driven from the land, with all titles being restored to the living. Those who are left alive, anyway. It's ended. The king has won. Aegon Targaryen was the leader of this War for Dawn after the struggle leftovers. We have won our war against the others, pushing them back to the heart of winter. Singers shall sing of my deeds as they do the last hero in Azor Ahai. Let the singers and bards speak of my name until the end of days. There you go. The Starks get their fucking north back. Sansa holds, like, shitloads of territory. Shitloads of territory, look at that. Artos Stark is born. Well, the war is finally over, ladies and gentlemen. But considering I am immortal, I could literally just wait for Rhaenys to come of age, which is really creepy. Really, really creepy. Which is why I kind of don't want to do it. Because it creeps me out even... It's a video game. It's just a fucking video game. And it's Westeros, so inbreeding is a thing. But it still creeps me out the fact that Aegon would wait for his daughter to become of age to marry her. So honestly, I think the Baratheon option is probably best. Just from a lore standpoint. Of, like... Because I guess the realm doesn't really know that he's immortal yet either, so it can't exactly just say, I'm not getting married until this. Whereas if he marries the Baratheon girl, even though she looks like a dude, yeah, she's inherited the dum-dum traits from her shitty, like, wife-husband thing. Because Edric is technically part of the fucking Kingsguard, so he's not a threat to me anymore. Erich Baratheon, yeah. I think the Fells are, like, pretty well liked, all things considered. Yeah, fairly well liked, kind of, ish. Yeah. Like, lore-wise, it might make sense for us to marry a Baratheon, just to, bury the past, bury the hatchet, so to speak, and, secure all that crap for stuff, but, yeah. Or a Martell. It would make sense for us to marry a Martell, but the current Martell is fucking 5 years old, so it doesn't, yeah. It's either the Baratheon or we wait for the Rhaenys to be of age. I don't know. I do not know. I have bred the dragon, which is nice. A shame I can't have Drogon. The North ravaged by plague. Oh, that's just what it needs. That's what it fucking needs. Plague. Good lord, that's fucking delayed. I haven't had peace since the war, and now it's popping up with this. I, Aegon, son of Prince Rhaegar, have ascended the Iron Throne of my forebears with the help of the Golden Company. Reward those who give my throne by granting them lands they or their ancestors dispose of. Let them present their claims, I will hear them. Princess Sarah Targaryen, daughter of the women, fled from her father's wrath across the Narrow Sea, first to Lys, then some to Volantis, where her father and noble bastards, some of them descended of the Golden Company. They are my kinsmen, perhaps I should grant them lands. Okay, this is kind of fucking cool. Lord Lucas of Blackrock Rush gets Drake Hall. I don't know where the fuck Drake Hall is. I'm very sure I already gave him some titles. Where the fuck is Drake Hall again? Drake Hall doesn't exist. Oh, it does. Over there, apparently. Okay. An old and powerful house, House Rain, was wiped out for the foul murder of Tywin Lannister during the reign of my grandfather. A bastard branch of the house, descended from Sir Robb Rain, the great champion of Daemon Blackfire, calling themselves the Rain Hills, survived and serve in the Golden Company. Should I grant them Castamere? Yes. They already control fucking Castle Rock, but yes, I will also give them Castamere. Sir Quentin Fireball works amongst the great warriors of Daemon Blackfire, and House Fireball, which descends from it. These lands are outside of my control. The Castle Fire Meadow. House Peak, the ancient house, descended from House Garth Greenhand. House Mandrake, once lose large. Yeah, sure, you can have it. It takes it from the phrase, so that's fine. House Cole, once steward of House Dondarrion, an exiled branch of the house that served ably in the Golden Company. Perhaps I could return Castle Bonewatch to them. It would piss off the Blackhavens, though, but sure. How strong ancient house, press the claim of both the lordship of the Red Fork and the High Lordship. I consider them each separately. You will not be Lord of Harrenhal, however. Okay, that's kind of interesting. Funny it took this long to do that, though. I don't think Aegon is actually aging. I don't know if immortal means that I age and I just become an old man forever, which kind of seems shit. We'll take these ships back to Westeros, because I want to keep these fucking unsullied troops at the capital. Honestly, I think we just wait. As weird as it is, I think to continue the fucking line and everything. Tywin is... The fucking Tyrion is still, alive. He can help me with my money problems. Okay. So I made the High Lordship... I made the Kingdom of, like, North Valyria, since Dany apparently took all this crap earlier. Now I've got this. The Chimera of Mantries. Mantries? Whatever. The City of Monsters, at the northern tip of the Sea of Sighs, was one of the many cities founded by the ancient Valyrian freehold, and its deformed inhabitants remember more of Valyria than most. Now that you have reunited the lands of the Long Summer once more, a group of twisted priests come to you, acclaiming you as the true heir of the freehold. They bring you an ancient Valyrian steel greatsword that they have held as a sacred relic since the Doom, and offer to teach you the secrets of their order. I am the true heir of Valyria. I mean, I am an immortal god, so... Yeah, pretty much. So... I get a new sword, I think? Yeah. A richly decorated Valyrian steel greatsword that has beautiful blends of yellow and golden patterns infused into the metal. A large red sapphire sits between two ram heads on the hilt, and the pommel is a rearing snake. The blade shows the fine craftsmanship. That's pretty fucking cool. I mean, I'm pretty sure we'll still use Blackfire, personally. Okay, well, that's that anyway. I've usurped the stuff from my daughter, just to not have her as in charge. I gave that to Fireball, I've given Strickland fucking Astapor, and I was going to give these Illyria dudes the Northern Kingdom. Poof, there you go. So yeah, that's that crap dealt with. The only thing that remains to us is dealing with the Ironborn. I can also usurp Dawn, if I wanted to, because it's a kid. But, you know, what are you gonna do? Yeah, I have, like, so many bloodlines now, it's kind of ridiculous. I have the blood of the Chimera, ruled over the Northern Kingdom and was claimed as the heir to the Freehold. Valerian opinion plus 10, martial plus 10, martial plus 1. Valerian gods, the characters become mystics. And I've got the blood of the Dawnbreaker and the immortal blood. Blood of Aegon, the Golden Dragon. I didn't even notice that one. Long fought dead. Aegon Targaryen, son of Thingamajig. Yeah. Claimed the Iron Throne for his house. And then I got the blood of Ilya of Dawn. There's so many bloodlines, it's ridiculous. I am 41 and don't look a day over 20. So I think I just don't age. And at a certain point, I'm gonna start getting like people burning me for a witch or something. But yeah, we got to deal with the Ironborn. We have to deal with the Ironborn. They are the last bastion of nonsense that I have to deal with. The last order of business. Let's fucking get the Iron Isles back. Dawnborn and their alliances. Everyone should. Pretty much everyone likes me. Ah, he's bent the knee. I can get the Kingdom of the Reach. Yep, and we will return the Reach to House Tyrell, considering they used to be Targaryen loyalists and everything. Willis is now back to being Lord Paramount of the Reach. For some reason, the Florence are independent. Currently imprisoned by Lord Walder the... Oh, God. Oh, that's brutal. It's the Red Wedding all over again. Walder... They were doing a war against the Starks, and then Walder fucking killed her daughter and her son. That's fucking brutal. Well, shit. The phrase of wiping out more Starks by the fucking looks of it. Okay, lads, I am basically taking advantage of the fact that I'm immortal and never age to just build shitloads of stuff to make my stuff better, basically. It's not very big brain, it's just, yeah. Since I have unlimited years, I figured I may as well spend a bunch of time and gold building up loads of stuff. Also, recolonizing Summerhall, which has gotten me a dragon egg, apparently. A dragon egg has been found. It could be a very egg that Aegon tried to hatch, or it could perhaps be heirloom of some other forgotten Targaryen. Is it giving me 2 dragon eggs? Because I have one already. So hopefully it's giving me 2 separate ones. Yeah, there you go. Viserion and then dragon egg of Summerhall. So yeah, I got 2 dragon eggs now. Woo. The Fells currently still control all this stuff. Everything else is pretty chill. The Rains have actually legitimized themselves, so they are now fully Rain. Rather than being bastards, they have legitimized their line of House Rain into being fully Rains. So yeah, House Rain is officially actually fully Rain. The Mountain Clansmen have been beaten the shit out of, and the Royces are back in charge of the whole thing. The Starks are in charge of the North, with Rickon the Righteous, and he's got a son, Torrhen. The Freys are like dead or something, I don't know. I think he's died of old age. Suspicious circumstances. So I'm thinking Rickon maybe had something to do with that. But we haven't seen Brandon Stark, by the way. He's just vanished off the face of the earth. But, anyway. My daughter is 14 years old, and we're marrying her because we're Targaryen and weird. Not only that, but it grows increasingly attached to her for our marriage. This video's definitely getting demonetized. Yeah, okay. We'll fall in love with our daughter. I just want to let that sink in for a second, ladies and gentlemen. I fucking hate this game, so it does. This game, it does some really weird shit. But, there we go. The Targaryen line must be continued. There's no choice. All of my vassals will come to see the new inbreed queen party, whatever the fuck's going on. All of the vassals will come to the Red Keep for the wedding and pretend not to be disgusted. And no one dares to question the immortal God King when he says that he's going to marry his daughter. Other than the High Septim, who is probably not very happy about this, and it's not coming to the wedding. I can't really say I blame the dude. Okay, they're married in their weird little union, and the Targaryen line will continue. It must continue. I had a great time, and so did everybody else. What the fuck? Rumors of immortal bards sing of a warrior maiden named Nymeria, or perhaps she is a god walking the earth. Regardless, it is said she is another immortal, and that she thrives on battle. In the most popular ballad, she fights her greatest duel against an immortal dragon rider named Aerion. And after her victory, she weeps because she will never again find such a worthy foe. If these tales are true, she may well seek you out and challenge you for a duel. Bring it on, it's some fucking Highlander shit. There can be only one! I don't know when that's gonna happen, but I'm assuming at some stage. Good luck, because I've got like 200 fucking personal combat skill. So I have become friends, however, with the future Lord of the Stormlands, which is nice. Oh, but by the way, the Baratheons have nicked the Stormlands. They just kind of took it. Shireen just kind of took the Stormlands. So yeah, the Baratheons are back in charge of the Stormlands, which is a thing. And I am largely just trying to farm a bunch of really cool traits for Aegon to make him basically badass and unstoppable. And we have 3 kids. Princess Daenerys, who is incredibly fucking good. Rhaegar only got the attractive trait, and Visenya got none, but still, we got 3 kids, so... It's looking good. Looking good. I wonder if we can capture that other immortal chick, and then we can just breed immortals. The ultimate god race. And then we just create a new religion based around the immortals as being, like, the bestest ever. Well, this is disappointing. The immortal ancient being looks like a really fucking... is not what I'd call a looker. I can engage her in scholarly debate. Could be interesting, I guess. Like, rather than just killing her. There's no way in hell she'd win against me. She's got like 135, and I've got 195. Like, I would win. I want to see what happens if you talk to them in scholarly debate. You call out a number of verbs about the nature of mortality, which high-minded but may have obvious flaws given it is more curiously thought. There is clearly torn by a desire to kill you and be gone, but clearly cannot rise the urge to point out the errors in your logic. While she's distracted, smack her head with a candlestick. Is clearly getting heavily invested in your debate. Your diabolical errors in your opening argument have convinced her that she has the upper hand. Finding broad gestures and not enough to emphasize their point, she sheaths her sword, pulls out some chalk, and begins to scrawl notes and graphs on the wall in the corridor. As funny as it smashing her head with a candlestick is, I think Aegon's honorable. Spring a logical trap. Oh shit, well, Nymeria has taken the bait, and vigorously arguing against what she believes to be your latest nonsensical point. So you see, they conclude angrily, immortals cannot possibly exist. There is a brief pause, wherein you think you start to see a look of startled realization begin to form on Nymeria's face, before... I think, therefore I am. She talked herself out of existence. Okay. With the power of belief. Okay, so that was disappointing. I was expecting, like, some really hot-looking warrior fucking immortal chick to show up with, like, ridiculous fucking traits to challenge me to a duel to the death or something. Instead, we just talked bullshit until she talked herself out of existence. Which is more interesting than the fighting her, I guess, but... oh well. Okay, guys, at the age of 75, and looking not a day over at, like, 20, Aegon the Undying marries his sister. His other sister. Because why stop at one? She is getting on in the years, ladies and gentlemen. We needed a younger model. Sexism. Woo. She's getting on in the years, lads. We needed a younger model. Aegon's just gonna keep producing new wives. It's fucking... this game makes me say weird shit. Rhaenys has gone off to invade the Summer Islands, so Aegon's like, I needed a new wife. I need a second wife anyway. So, I'm marrying Visenya. Woo. My other daughter, Daenerys, is married to Rhaegar, and they have a daughter together. Visera? Young Aemon, I'm kind of hoping when he comes of age he becomes formidable. I'll make him Kingsguard. And then Viserys actually has tamed Drogon. He's got a lot of friends, a lot of rivals. But Viserys is a thing. And then I've got Vaela Targaryen, who's married to Vaegon, who's a little nuts. All that inbreeding was bound to have some kind of side effect. Fossil Ways have taken the fucking Reach and conquered it as a claimant for some reason, somehow. The Rains still control the West. The Greyjoys got their ass kicked in one war against the Riverlands and everybody else. Runestone. Holy shit, what the fuck has happened to you? Well, I was about to say Runestone's doing... oh, crap. Lord Paramount Edward, if he doesn't get another kid, Stark is going to inherit the Vale. Through the Lord Torrhen the Direwolf of the Red Keep. Ah, because he was raised at the Red Keep, right? Okay. That's Torrhen's. That's Rickon's kid. Who's pretty badass, actually. I am basically the 8th god at this stage. It's now the Faith of the 8, because I say so. And I am the 8th god. Well, someone murked my wife. One of them, anyway. Rhaenys died under suspicious circumstance. I have a backup. This is why we have backup wives, ladies and gentlemen. This is why you should always have a backup wife. In case one of them accidentally gets assassinated. In which case, backup wife. Who the fuck killed my kid? Rhaegar the dragon died. You kidding me? I mean, it frees up his fucking sister to be seduced, but, you know. Who killed my kid? I will console my daughter. In the only way that Aegon knows how to console people. So I'm doing the colonization of Old Stones. And apparently there's a secret vault that we looked with 8% chance of finding something. So I bravely decided to lead the expedition into the vault. Inside, the ancient musty smell of decay hit you, and you ventured forth. Few of your men were maimed by booby traps. The site at which the vault was a large gap, there's a large pile of gold, silver, and an exquisite Valyrian steel sword adorned on the wall behind. I am stunned. Because we're going to keep Blackfire, we're never going to die, so yeah. My son Aemon doesn't really need a sword. I've already given Viserys Joffrey's Heart Eater, and then Vaegon's got this, so yeah. I don't know who to give it to. We'll probably reforge it into another blade anyway. We'll find out. We can do that now, though, I think. Reforge. Valyrian Steel Sword. I think Glory was a sword that I could use, and then I can give it to somebody, and I have a name for it, actually. So we'll go with Glory. We will make Goldfire the official sword of Summerhall. We will give... I have renamed Heart Eater because it's a shitty name. Made by a child. I've renamed it Dragonclaw, which used to be one of my World of Warcraft guild names, back when I was like 12. So, there you go. Vaegon, you mad cunt. I had plans for you, damn it! Well, great. Fucking... my son has died, and now forced you to decide whether or not the funeral... He tried to drink wildfire. For some reason. The River King's crown. Aha! This is the Old Stone event that I was kind of hoping would happen. Old Stones has been once the site of the Great Castle, whose original name is long lost. However, the center of which the great yards, the great carved sculpture still rests. Beneath it, builders have found this tomb. And within it, many chests filled with ancient gold coins. They are even found the royal crown of the regalia of the River King. Now, the crown of River Kings. It's fucking gold and sapphires. That's interesting. I would have think it'd be rubies because of the whole... I guess river for the fucking blue and shit, but... Well, the great sickness is ravaging Essos, ladies and gentlemen, but it's not fucking with us. So I'm going to go ahead and say that it won't touch the God King because he is the God King. The great sickness is too afraid of the God King. It won't cross the great water. It does not have the balls to cross the great water. Kind of like Britain's fucking stance on COVID before it got here. Was in China? Ah, it's not our problem. It's in France? Ah, it's not our problem. It's across the channel. It's in England. Oh, shit. The game is starting to freak out. All the portraits are vanishing and shit, and I'm 113, so that's quite something. But we have another... Literally, I'm just spending all my fucking money, because I'm getting shitloads, on colonizing things to give to my ridiculously large amount of children. None of which will ever be king. But, yeah, we're exploring ruins. This time it is Hoar Castle. Get a Valyrian Steel Sword. Yep. A sword. Another sword. We're just collecting Valyrian Steel Swords at this stage. I will give Goldfire to my son, Prince Baelor. And that'll be the Valyrian Steel Sword for that branch of the family. Good lord. I'm just collecting Valyrian Steel Swords at this point for my various children. And I have a lot of kids. We will wrap this up pretty soon. I'm just fucking around at this stage, pretty much. Okay then, we will wrap this up here. King Aegon the Undying is 127 now, for fuck's sake. It's ridiculous. I am so goddamn powerful, it's so fucking stupidly easy. I have so many children that I'm losing track of who they're married to and who they're not married to. It's so awkward, and the family tree is so all over the goddamn place because I keep marrying my daughters. It's weird as shit. At any rate, I will introduce you to the bastards and the cadet branches, ladies and gentlemen, before we wrap this up. Sir Rob of House Redway is currently the Lord Commander of my Gold Cloaks in the city of King's Landing. He has a son, Lucerys Redway. The other cadet branch is currently in Hoar Castle, called Fireblood. His mother is a Greyjoy. That's why I gave him the land over there. I have another Targaryen branch in Old Stones, who is my son. Summerhall is still a Targaryen branch as well. Obviously, you got the Targaryens on Sweetport Sound, Targaryens on Sharp Point. We have Targaryens on Tarth, the Cadet House of Truedrake. Am I missing anybody? Again, it's hard to fucking keep track of these dudes. The only other thing of note is the fact that Emperor Baelor, basically he split off from his father in Westeros and was granted these territories of Slaver's Bay, or Dragon's Bay, as we'll call it. And he has been expanding and dealing with all of this. He's given his son North Valyria, and his other son, my grandson, Aegor, is got Astapor. And he's got his other son, Daemon, with Jace as well, doing that crap. So, yeah, they'll rule their own empire as a branch of House Targaryen in Essos. And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, we will wrap this up here. There's not much else to do. I could go on a big conquering rampage and take all the free cities in every area on the map, but meh. We've done that 1,000 times before. It's really easy. There'd be no challenge and nothing particularly interesting. It's far more interesting for me to leave it on an open end with a branch of House Targaryen being the emperors in the east, and the Immortal King ruling the Iron Throne for the rest of eternity in the west. Maybe his descendants will go on to conquer the rest of Essos, and you'll have a west and east kind of Roman Byzantium situation going on, but yeah, we may never know. I'll just leave it to your imagination, because I don't want to drag this out too much. It'd be dragging out unnecessarily. I do thank you for watching, though. That is all for now. This House of the Dragon series comes to a close, and we move on to something else. It might be a House Mud series, it might be a different mod. I do want to play the Elder Scrolls mod that's come out for CK3, which by the time you've watched this, I probably have already uploaded some videos of. Maybe. We'll see what the schedule holds. But yes, that's all for now. Again, thank you for watching, and I will see you in another video. Soul out.
This war is far from over.